Welcome back. Random Battles 138. We're here at the mid 2300s, and if we have a good enough episode, we could get to 2400s, but let's focus on what we got right now. Scarf Regidrago into Zarude. So Scarf Regidrago is great to have because Dragon Energy is just so strong, especially with Terra Dragon, but not strong enough to KO Zarude. It's decently bulky, so we kind of need to get out. I don't want to take a damage on Regidrago yet. I have a couple of ideas. We could go Grafaiai. We don't have great switch-ins. We don't have... Actually, we have Rattle to Dunsparce. Since we're pretty much going to have to take a knockoff anyway, I think Rattled is probably the best place to take it. So I'm going to go into the Dunsparce here. Yep, so we take the knockoff. We're now fast. And so this could have close combat. I'm going to roost up. I could read a Calm Mind, but if they just go for a close combat, then it's for nothing. Okay, Hatterene comes out. This is threatening a Nuzzle. Also good to know they have a Hatterene, so Regidrago, maybe not as good as I thought. I feel like I can still Calm Mind here though, despite the Nuzzle. Yeah, 'cause we still have a strong Boom Burst. Well, theoretically. And Hatterene can lower our special attack. Basically, they want to get me out. Okay, Iron Hands comes in. We two have to get out now. Yeah, Hatterene being full health is a problem for Regidrago. So this could easily Volt Switch out. Has a free fighting move too. I don't want to give it a free Drain Punch is problem. We don't have a great switch in. This is a little tough. I could Earth's Power. I think I'm going to Earth's Power. They're going to heal a bunch. We can at least keep Iron Hands pretty low. Yeah, because problem is we just have a very offensive team. Besides like Regice. Which just means no good switch-ins to this. Now, I think I could go Grafaiai here. I like Grafaiai with Swords Dance. Oh, this Iron Hand is so fat. Yeah, Iron Hand is just always a difficult Pokemon to deal with, especially with its two water types, an ice type, a normal type. Well, two normal types. This is a Pokemon I struggle with. So even if Grafaiai doesn't 1v1 it, I at least just want to get good damage on it. Yeah, I'm a little worried right now. Because they're always going to keep Hatterene healthy as long as they have Regidrago in the back. And the problem is that Urshifu and Samurott are both Terra Water, both losing to Zarude, so this is a bad matchup. But for now, I think we just have to try to break through his Iron Hands first. Maybe I could have done some maneuvering with Regidrago. Yep, so we got a Drain Punch. Yeah, let's go for Gunk Shot now. It's not gonna kill. We get the poison, which is nice. Would Regice kill its... Regice does kill its Ice Beam here. I want to have Regice out because I don't want to invite Zarude in, because the problem is we just can't switch into Zarude easily. Yeah, and right now Regice feels like my best bet into Zarude. Okay, Hatterene comes back out. Man, Samurai is actually really terrible into Zarude, so I'm gonna take the Nuzzle on this and just go for a knockoff. Try to use the Samurott more defensively. So we can get rid of the Life Orb. Power Whip, not likely to camp. We don't have anything like Mega Horn or Sacred Sword to really take advantage of that. We'll just Liquidate. Okay, they do get the KO, which is unfortunate. Ice Beam likely to kill if they want to stay in. But this is a tough spot. They've only revealed 3 Pokemon. We're down to only 3 total. Not looking good. And the problem is that our Terras just don't really help us that much here. Terra Dragon, Terra Water, Terra Electric is okay. They will give me Zarude. And Regice only takes actually less than half from that, which is pretty nice. Probably looking at E. Probably looking at Stone Edge coming in. So let's say this is a banded deal. Stone Edge would still likely KO if I went Terra Electric. I'm gonna go Urshifu. I think I have to play aggressive here. Stone Edge, that's not banded. But the problem for me is that Surging Strikes does not KO even with Terra Water. I think I have to give up health on Regidrago here. We can just drop a Draco. If they want to go Hatterene, that can get Regice back in. Okay, they'll actually give me damage on Bombardier, which is nice. That's pretty good value for... It's pretty good value for Regidrago given the Hatterene situation. Yep, there's Hatterene. Yeah, we just Ice Beam this. I just want Chip here. And if they want to nuzzle me, I can just rest off. Like, the problem... Unless they get lucky with Para, Hatterene does not 1v1 Regice. They can't drop me with special... They can't drop my special attack. We have Rest. But if we get full parry here... Okay, we're not. Sleep Talk. Get an Ice Beam. Very nice. Yeah, Drain Kiss does no damage. Yeah, so we can 1v1 this Hatterene. Okay, so Rhydon comes out. I think I just need to Sleep Talk and Ice Beam here. Ooh, or... Oh, we can't Thunderbolt this. Lightning Rod. Oh, no. Yeah, Lightning Rod Rhydon coming in clutch for the first time ever, possibly. Yeah, unless we get a freeze on a Rhydon, this is losing. And we're just gonna keep raising its special. Like, they missed Stone Edge, which I guess that's cool. Yeah, we just have to get a freeze. It's literally just praying now. Were it so easy. Yeah, this thing takes no damage from me. Yeah, so that's gonna be GG. That's a pretty tough matchup. They just had a lot of strong threats that we couldn't easily respond to. Most notably, there's a Rude, an Iron Hand, and Hatterene. Hatterene keeping me from spamming Dragon Energy. Yeah, it's just really strong. So that'll... Unfortunately, first will be a loss. You know, they're gonna happen. Hopefully we can come back with this one. Okay, Ceruledge into... Our Basculin and Ceruledge. Perfect lead matchup. This feels like a really free flip turn. I mean, if they want to stay in, we just go to Swalot. And even if they do, like, stay and do some crazy stuff, yeah. Skuntank gonna take a ton of damage there. We have double poison, so I'm not really worried. I mean, I think do I still go to Swalot? I could also entertain Kyurem. Kyurem Earth's Power does not look bad. Yeah, we'll go Kyurem Earth's Power this. They can Sucker Punch if they have it. Won't do a lot. And Kyurem, notably, or infamously, like, hard to switch into. Because if they want to go to a flying type, we just have the ice moves. Right, sweet. Get Skunk Tank. And no expense to ourselves. Nice start. Gothitelle. Oh no. I think we just Outrage. Okay, so it's going to be the Calm Mind variant. They're only going to get one attack off here. Unless it's a hit Focus Blast and get the KO, which is unlikely. If they even have it. Okay, another Outrage. Psychic Noise. That's not doing much. Okay, so we actually get out of that pretty well. Only half of Cure himself for an entire Gothitelle. Gothitelle can really ruin stuff. I'm glad we did not go Swallow, because otherwise I'd basically have to give it up. Can I go Swallow and Swords Dance on this? I think I can. Okay, they get me on that. But I'm not super... Can we have Sucker Punch Victory Bell? We have Aqua Jet Basculin. I can just drop an Earthquake here. Yeah, I don't mind powering them up like that. Because I think Aqua Jet... Yeah, Aqua Jet just blows us up. They don't have a Terra to get out of it. Yeah, so we can just Aqua Jet Ceruledge here. Ooh, that's a billion%. The crit, not appreciated. But we're still in a good spot. 5-3. Boat's Terra is still on the board. Not thrilled to see Palmot, though. I can go Victory... Oh, the problem is if they have Ice Punch. I think I go Victory Bell anyway. Because they're going to Revival Blessing first. Probably into Ceruledge, if I had to guess. I mean, I don't know. None of these seem like super high value revives. I mean, none of these guys on half health are particularly useful. I guess Ceruledge probably the best. Maybe. They don't even have Sucker Punch on Skunk Tank, it seems like. So I don't know. I feel like they've popped the Revival Blessing too early. So Ceruledge is going to be the choice. We have a Power Whip coming in now. Or maybe not. I still do have Kyurem. I could also just Poison Jab here. Or I could also go into Thunderous. I think since Ceruledge is Victory was just generous, so I just want damage. Yes, we can get a Poison Jab in. They actually in a bit of an awkward spot. We just Poison Jab again. We will live Hurricane here. Do we hit? Okay. And nice. So we get an entire Moltres there. So no speeding up for you. Again, not super worried about Ceruledge here. Because if push comes to shove, we also have... we have Reshiram, although Terra Ghost could be an issue. Especially with that crit. The crit is annoying. I think the key is I just don't power this up. Or if they want to attack, I just Sucker Punch. I don't mind if they power up a bunch. Yeah, I think this is fine. Because we have Terra Water, Aqua Jet. And they can't really heal that much. Yeah, the thing is, I'm just never giving you the attack raise you want. Or the speed boost you want. Because that's what they're playing for. That's what they're playing to win with. Yeah, so we just don't give that to them. Although, actually, if this was... I don't know what this Terra is. I'm just going to Sword Dance, actually. I don't know if this is like Terra Ghost, maybe, or maybe Terra Fire. Terra Fire would be a problem. Because then they could Terra. Yeah, so actually, I just Sword Dance and until the end. I'm not hitting you. Well, see, actually now I'm threatening. Yeah, now we just poison jab. Because now they basically have to attack me. That's a little... It's kind of an awkward spot, but I just... Yeah. Basculin comes out. Terra Water, I think. It's the move here. They're Terra Ghost. Oh, we don't get the kill? Oh, no. I thought that was stronger than it was. Oh, you know what I thought it was going to be strong? Because the adaptability Terra is actually terrible. No pun intended. Oh, no. I flubbed it. I forgot that because the Terra boost on adaptability goes from like 2 times with adaptability to like 2.25. It actually sucks. Yeah, I just lost. Oh, that sucks. That is a bummer. Yeah, I just totally forgot about that. Weird interaction. Yeah, that's gonna be game. That's tough. So Saraledge with half health, they bring it back. That's frustrating. I definitely should have won this. Yeah, because basically this should have never be able to come back. I think I misplayed it with Victory Bell. Yeah, because now they just Shadow Sneak everything. Yeah. Yeah, I guess the problem is that, like, Victory Bell is always really good fodder for that Pokemon. Because we just never do enough damage with our stabs. Okay, next game, though. Serperior into Solgaleo. This thing has a lot of options. So if this is the like bulky setup, how much is Flame Charge? Flame Charge not really do much damage. I think I like Leech Seed here. They can knock off. It's not really a big deal. Frankly, I can just start dropping Leaf Storms into this. Because what's the Leech Seed up? They're not really doing enough damage to threaten me quickly enough. No, we don't have Synthesis, unfortunately. Otherwise, I could just stall out Sunsteel Strike. Okay, Zarina in. This takes not very much damage. Is that... No, that's just how little it does anyway. Yeah, that's not AV or anything. It's threatening Triple Axle. I think I just cut my losses for now. We can come back later. It's Superior. Yep, there's Triple X. We do dodge, which is convenient. And the problem is High Jump Kick does a ton of damage. But they're never going to Triple X into Winclone, so I'm actually going to do a bit of maneuvering here. If they do have High Jump Kick, I want to figure out. Okay, no. Landorus into Glacier. Pretty obvious U-turn out. And I'll say I like Mesprit here. Mesprit doesn't take much damage. Okay, they use Swords Dance, which is scary. We just start dropping Psychics into this. Because we don't have a good switch in at this point. But do I want to... No, we just keep dropping Psychics. Solgaleo comes in. It's not a big deal. So this isn't doing lefties. What's the other set have? Leftover. So this is the weakness policy set, I believe. Can we just go Landorus on it? And not really, because they ignored the Intimidate. Maybe I might be able to go Gouging Fire here. But the problem is if they Earthquake. It's not clear. I'm just going to go Winclone as the middle ground. Because I can Curse here. And we can also keep that Specs Mesprit for later. Okay, Close Combat dropped. We will live that. And now I can just lash out. In case you want to go to Tsarina, because that'll do a lot more than high horsepower. Oh, they're just gonna go for it again. Actually, I guess that was likely to kill, huh? So we get lucky there. Solgaleo, no more. At the cost of all but 1 HP on Oikalon. That's very lucky. Yeah, because we just have an awkwardly slow team. Okay, Porygon in. Can't really do much about that. Yeah, Porygon's a bit of an issue, huh? Because with Ice Beam, it defeats Landorus. We don't have Trick. Ooh, this is kind of ugly. I guess we can Psychic, but then how do we follow that up? We Psychic, they're forced to recover, we can start Leaf Storming. I think that might be the play here. Because they will knock me out with Tri Attack. Yep, so now I'm gonna go for the Psychic play, I think. Or the Leaf Storm play. Because it looks like 2 Leaf Storms will knock it out if they attack, and otherwise I'm still boosting. So there's 1. They go for the Ice Beam. This won't KO. Next Leaf Storm will KO. And we're actually more likely... we have a good roll to KO here. I think I take it. Serpier's not... oh, that's Scarf. We get lucky again. Never punished, as Freeze, I would say. I'd have no idea that was Scarf. Regidrago comes out. Dragon Pulse. We'll just take a KO there. Mew out. We just Leaf Storm that. Don't think this has a Terra that deals with that. And I think Dragon Pulse just cleans up. Now we have to hit another Leaf Storm to Glastrier, which we do. And we'll Dragon Pulse into Porygon. And, okay, Superior. Definitely some good fortune there. I want to acknowledge that. Tsarina, likely to kill. Had a 90% chance to just kill me there. Solgaleo had like a 2 and 3 chance of taking out Oinkologne. We definitely got net lucky there. And to what it was otherwise a little bit of a tricky matchup. Not a bad matchup for sure, obviously. But one that was not like straightforward. Like Serperior sweeping there. Probably shouldn't have been that easy. Because of Tsarina missing though. That's the curse of Scarf Tsarina though. Although sure they had like U-turn or knockoff. So they might have kind of thrown there actually. Okay, next battle. Choice, or Asophis Ampharos into Houndoom. That's always good to see. Because Houndoom really can't do much to me. We also have Heatran, which is rocks. I want to get those up. Speaking of rocks, I hope they don't have their... ooh, we actually have... we have a really strong team. I'm just going to Dragon Tail, because I think they switched to, something like that. I mean, what's stopping me from Dragon Tailing again? I just want to get info. I guess I could also Volt, maybe. I think I Volt here, actually. I think it's smarter to try to get Volt and then come back later and do my Dragon Tail shenanigans with rocks up. Because then it's really annoying. Yep, okay, Psyshock. Well, maybe we don't do that yet. Actually, the problem is, because this is Life Orb, this could have Focus Blast. Not as free as I originally suspected. I'm gonna go Kyurem here. And we're just gonna Earth Power. Okay, they just... so no Focus Blast, probably Alluring Voice and maybe... Alluring Voice... no, they must have been Surf. Okay, Sylveon, Heatran's a perfect counter right here. I'm just gonna put my rocks down because I don't think this should be trying to set up on me. Well, they're gonna get rid of my balloon at least. But now we have heavy slams coming in. Which they're gonna just take? That's kind of bold. I guess we'll just keep dropping heavy slams. They have to get out sooner rather than later. Yeah, Houndoom comes out. Can we just go back to Ampharos? I mean, we can also just stay in Heatran, right? What does this do to me? Dark Pulse? I just take my Earth's power. Or maybe I just go Ampharos immediately here. Eat the Dark Pulse. Yeah, we'll just go Ampharos. You can take out Ampharos, that's fine, because I have Bundle. What's the special defense drop? Yeah, we just kill this. Yep, so we'll drop in a little Ice Beam here. Sucker Punch, it's whatever. I was thinking about subbing up, considering the Sucker Punch, but I don't need to do that, because Sylveon will just come in anyway. We can drop a Magma Storm in. Kind of feels like they're wanting to PP stall, Heavy Slam almost. Oh my god, Barraskewda takes so much from that. I'm gonna go Kyurem on this. Because they have Sylveon, Kyurem's not great. We can just eat a flip turn. Yeah, so we're in a good spot here. Sylveon's a little annoying, but not really a problem yet. And they don't know it, but we have Medicham for this. And actually, yeah, they're just gonna Sword Stance here. So either you Terra or you lose Greedent. Yeah, they Terra here. Which is fine, that's what I wanted. I wanted to force them to Terra. Because now we can just go Kyurem and Ice Beam. Even Sylveon doesn't appreciate the Ice Beam. Yep, so they give up Greedent. Still in a very good spot here. Barraskewda out. If they want a close combat, that's fine. Because now we have Como-O. We can't actually boost into this, can we? Oh, we speed tie with it? I don't think I want to mess with that. Yeah, I'm just going to Clanging Scales here. I don't want to potentially boost up, then just speed tie with Barraskewda, lose it, and die. I feel pretty bad. Meganium's not doing anything, yeah. So we pick up a win. 2 and 2. We'll do one more. Why the hell not? Want to see if we can get a defining win for this session and go up ever so slightly. Because right now we're pretty much even. 2 losses, 2 wins makes sense. But even in terms of ELO as well. Yeah, so that was definitely a good matchup. Heatran just walling Sylveon is really nice, because Sylveon can be a very threatening sweeper. Because it just becomes impossible to kill on the special side. And so if you don't have the right strong physical attacks to hit it, it can get out of hand really quickly. Especially with Terra Steel. Because then, if it has that, it can, you know, just ignore Toxic, become a big problem. But they just gave up. So I guess whatever their last Pokemon was not doing anything. Okay, Gliscor, not who I want to see. We do have Sandaconda, though. And actually, I can set up here, because they can't sub their way past Clanger's Soul. I could have Terra Steeled. It's too early, though. We just Clanging Scales now. Yeah, we just keep Clanging Scales. Because long term, we do have Sandaconda for this. We also have Conkeldurr. Iron Tread's taking no kind of damage there. Is that AV? It is. Do they risk Gliscor? I'm just going to close combat. They do risk Gliscor. That's crazy. Well, they're definitely protecting here, so I can go Conkeldurr. Yes, we can punish that. Throw off a little facade. Earthquake will not do a lot of damage. Talonflame. It's going to take a lot. And now we have Tyranitar into this. So Gliscor are annoying to see, but we do have counterplay. And I'm just going to knock here. Because again, if they want to go Gliscor, it's whatever. We have Ice Beam for Gliscor, actually. But I want to catch Treads if it wants to come in. Yep, there's Treads. Exactly. I don't want to go Conkeldurr on this. We don't have Rest on Sandaconda, unfortunately. We can't just go Conkeldurr, I go. Right? I mean, how much is it doing? Or can we even stay in on this? No, I think that's probably a bad idea. We can go Conkeldurr, I think. Okay, Iron Head. I'm just gonna drop a Facade here. Okay, we catch Talonflame, so that's a lot of speed that they're now missing. Bruxish, that's scary. We don't really have a switch in Bruxish. We could just sack Como. Como is basically dead anyway. I'll do that. Okay, Wave Crash. We do have Ludicolo. And Iron Treads is low, so this is pretty much a free Swords Dance. Yeah, because you're not doing anything. Simple Giga Drain will do here. Okay, so Ludicolo's in a great spot now. Iron Tread's gone. Gliscor and Bruxish both lose to Ludicolo. Latios. I'm considering Terra Steel here. I could also go T-Tar. Because, look, we have Ice Beam, right? But long-term Ludicolo... I guess it doesn't easily set up, though. It doesn't easily set up because of Bruxish. In fact, I'm just gonna Ice Beam. We'll just make the straightforward play. Drop some Ice Beams, just deal with Latios. This feels like bait for Latios. I'm gonna Ice Beam again. Yeah. Okay, so catch that. I'm just gonna go Conkeldurr, see what they're about. Bruxish. Yeah, so the problem is they now have a really free Wave Crash. I can't really do anything about that. Let's get Mach Punch Chip. And what damage did this guy do earlier? If we actually seen the damage of this? No. Just picked off, guys. So I don't know if Pyro is safe or not. I think I just need to go Terra Steel Sandaconda. We can just start coiling. Oh, that does so much damage. So that's Banded. Wave Crash has a chance to kill here. Yeah, that's all I can do. Okay, we do survive Bruxish by the skin of our teeth. Now Gliscor will be able to take me out. Earthquake. Yep, so that's just how it's going to be. So is this always Terra Water? This is always going to be Terra Water. And if I go T-Tar, they know I have Ice Beam. But if I do that, I can either pick off Gliscor or I can force them to Terra here. Either one is not bad for me. Oh, they go for Toxic and miss? That's perfect. We just pick up that for free. And Tyranitar into Miraidon is about as good as you can ask for. We'll just knock. Yeah, this is looking winning now. Because Tyranitar in Sand against Miraidon is just doing too much damage. And they just can't do enough damage to me, it's a problem. And then we also have the speed of Pyroar in the end. Yeah, this is winning. Okay, and honestly, yeah, going for Toxic, that's just not going to do anything. Because they don't have a great way to stall. They just didn't know about Ice Beam, I think. Okay, so a little knowledge check there in the end game does work out. One-shotting Gliscor with the Tyranitar Ice Beam, always very satisfying. Very, very satisfying. And we do end up going a little bit up, 32-62. 3-2 on the day. That's a success. If you're still with me, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.